Let's give a shout out to everybody that dropped the comments before the show started. What up to Rule? Don't nobody see them dots. Jones, for everybody that don't know. Rule tried to come in here one time and put dots in his name because his name isn't Rule. That's just what I call him. So we don't see them dots. Jedi mind trick. Shout out to Lex Luger dropping all those frauds. What up, Blizz Lanes also dropping some frauds. Shout out to all you brothers. Today, we got an interesting conversation to have. I think that this is, I don't know how important it is, but we're going to be talking about Young Thug, obviously, YSL, obviously. But less obviously, we're going to be talking about, well, Birdman, obviously, in the title. But less obviously, we're going to also be talking about Casanova. We're also going to be talking about Lil Wayne. Less obviously, we're also going to be talking about, I believe we should also hit Pop Smoke. Who else we're going to be talking about? 6ix9ine and Treyway. And also, what else should be coming up in the conversation? I think YNW Melly, Kodak Black, and who else should come up in this conversation? DJ Academics. I can't think of anybody right now that's about to come up in this conversation, but all those names that I just mentioned at some point or another is going to come up in this conversation. And I specifically want to start with something that Casanova said. The show's already started, but we will do roll call at the 5-minute mark. I want to be clear with something, and I want to start off with something that Casanova said. Do y'all remember the interview that Casanova had? I forgot where he was at, but I believe he was with Ebro. I believe it was with Ebro. And what Casanova said was, I'm going to wipe this lens. And what Casanova said is that anybody that's a millionaire, any which one of these rappers that's making millions of dollars, the niggas isn't going to jail. They're going to snitch. They're going to talk. That's what he said. But you see, I don't think none of us was listening. I'm going to say this again. I don't think we was listening. I don't think we was listening. I don't think we was paying attention to what Casanova was really trying to say. And if Casanova was really trying to say what I think Casanova was really trying to say, that's the reason why they came after them niggas. Also, in addition, they had to get him up out of here because Casanova was dropping jewels and we didn't even hear it. Casanova was dropping jewels. We didn't even hear it. We're doing roll call at the 5-minute mark. Everybody get your comments in. So I'm going to start off with Casanova. And I just want to, we're coming back to Casanova, but I just want to be clear on something. Casanova was dropping jewels and he was putting niggas on the game. I'm about to tell you why Casanova got caught up. But before I can tell you why Casanova got caught up, I have to explain something else. We have to really slow walk this. I'm going to start the explanation after roll call. So up until then, I'm just going to set up the conversation. I just want everybody to be able to follow along. Some of these rappers have ulterior jobs, have jobs that you don't know about. And then, when they finally get caught up and when the police or whoever the hell finally pulls up on them, you're busy thinking, is this nigga gonna stitch? Is this nigga gonna snitch? But what y'all don't know is most of these dudes already work for the government. And that's what Casanova was telling you. Casanova was literally telling you that most of these rappers already work for the government. Now, I don't know who works for the government, and I'm not saying any of these people work for the government, but we're going to start a conversation on this. Casanova was telling y'all that most of these rappers work for the government. And I'm going to explain how he was. Because y'all wasn't paying attention to Casanova moves before he got locked up. I was. I was paying 100% attention to what Casanova was doing and what was going on with him and his whole projects and everything that was going on with the brother before he got locked up. You see, people say that I don't pay attention and people say I don't do research because I don't do what they want me to do, not because I'm not doing it. Now, with that being said, Let's start roll call and then let's get to the effing show. Shout out to all the D Glass. He says, groovy morning. Throwing salutes. BBN, J Cruz. Let's get it. Always, look, I love y'all, but please, always salute the community and our brethren, and then salute me. It just makes me feel more comfortable. Shout out to El Perez. Says salute Froze BBN family. Let's be great, everyone. And whenever we helping somebody else be the best them that they could be, in that moment, we being the best us that we could be. So go out there and be great. God first. That's a fact. Shout out to Lola Against the World. I hope everything is going well with you. Says, what up, Froze? Been a while. Looks like you're more official. Yes, I'm in my crib now. Before I was moving around doing things. And that's actually going to come up in this conversation while we're talking about Casanova. Because I actually had the opportunity to work with Casanova, but that's a whole nother conversation, and that's a little bit later in this conversation. Getaways say it again. Basically, I think when you wrote say it again, that's when I was busy trying to tell you that Casanova was trying to put people on the game. He was trying to let everybody know that a lot of these rappers out here that y'all think is real really ain't real, and these niggas is talking on niggas and doing weirdo shit to get niggas locked up. Shout out to J. Pierre. He says, yo, BBN, salute, my brother. How you doing? Shout out to Sebastian Tompkins. He's dropping all of those frauds. You do know that you guys are the frauds, right? When I'm saying drop frauds, I'm talking to us. I'm talking to everybody. Don't get it confused. But I'm talking to the people in our community that considers themselves to be part of our community. I'm saying drop your frauds, because you a frauds. Why do you think there's frost on the back of our shirts? That's not me. That's us. Shout out to Sebastian Tompkins dropping all those frosts. That's salute BBN on this Thursday. It's Thursday, and I know it's Thursday because somebody told me it was Wednesday yesterday. So shout out to that shit. Shout out to Getaways. Says Facts Smoking Section dropping frost. Shout out to Blizz Lanes once again. Says good morning frost BBN community. Smoking Section says good morning BBN frost. Check this out. Pay attention. I want to be clear on this. I don't want there to be no misunderstanding. Casanova knew that they were coming for him. You want to know why Casanova knew that they was coming for him? Because I think they asked Casanova to do something and he didn't do it. We about to get the Birdman. I got to slow walk this bitch. We got to talk about Casanova for about 3 minutes. They wanted Casanova to do something and I don't think he did it. Okay, listen and pay attention. Do you remember during the pandemic, you seen a lot of rappers on Instagram pushing weed? Do anybody else remember this? Or am I the only one? Nah, you ain't do nothing wrong, Mark Brown. I'm about to read your comment in 2 seconds. That's a dope comment. I read it already. Boom. You ain't do shit wrong, homie. You on point. Let's go. I'm just saying we not there yet. I don't want to stop what I'm doing. Listen, pay attention. Do you remember when all of the rappers was running around during the pandemic with all of them big-ass bags of weed going to all of the cities talking about weed? Do y'all remember? It was a trap. I don't think Casanova did what he was supposed to do. I don't think Casanova did what the other rappers were doing. How many other rappers were selling weed, with the exception of the individuals? I'm not talking about the people that got their name on the title of the companies, like Jim Jones. Jim Jones actually is a part of Saucy. So that's a totally different situation. When Jim Jones goes online, and Jim Jones is coming up, I meant to mention him. When Jim Jones goes online and he's promoting Saucy, he's promoting a brand that he is a part of that is a nationally branded company with the United States of America. So in order for the government to go after Jim Jones whenever he does any of those things, they would literally have to go after Saucy. Because in order to attack Jim Jones for putting that on the internet, you also have to attack them. Now, if you paid attention, Jim Jones hasn't been doing that on the internet that much. So most likely, him and his agency has been contacted. I don't know that to be the truth. That is speculation. Now, with that being said, listen, pay attention. He said that if you got $1 million and you get locked up, and you a millionaire, you snitching. Now we're about to talk about Birdman and Young Thug. I don't want niggas talking about New York niggas being snitches no more. I don't care how many more snitches out of New York pop up. Because we got too many New York niggas standing on their 10. Bobby Shmurda stood on his 10. Tell me where I'm wrong. Casanova, tell me where I'm wrong. Tell me where I'm wrong. Rowdy Rebel stood on his 10. Tell me where I'm wrong. How many other New York rappers got locked up? Ain't snitch. You talk about Max B yet? So I don't want to hear no more about New York niggas snitching. Copy? We not doing that. Because y'all niggas got whole shows dedicated to y'all towns. Let's be clear on that. So with that being said, does everybody remember 2015 when Lil Wayne bus got shot up? I only got more in the cup. Do everybody remember 2015 when Lil Wayne bus got shot up? When did they say that the investigation started against YSL again? But hold on. Do y'all remember 2015 when Lil Wayne bus got shot up? You know the dude that they actually convicted for? They didn't convict him. He pled guilty, I believe. You know the dude that actually pled guilty for this, that went to jail for this? Do you want to know what he did right after he shot up the fucking bus? He called the person that he was managing, Young Thug and Birdman. I believe they was on a three-way or some shit. Okay, so he had the cop, so there's no investigation. Right? If he cops, there's no investigation. I did it, boom, by myself, boom, there's no investigation. It's off. The case closed. Right? No, that's not actually how cases work in real life. That's how it works on television. You know how it works in real life? I'm going to tell you how it works in real life. A person says they did the crime. They're still going to investigate to make sure that you're telling the fucking truth. You know what else they're going to do? They're still going to investigate to see if anybody fucking helped you. You know when they don't investigate? Anybody know when they don't investigate? To see any further into any criminality that might be involved in whatever the fucking crime was? Anybody knows when they don't investigate? I'm going to give it a second because I want to see if somebody's going to say something. I want to know what y'all thinking on this. Anybody knows when they don't investigate? I'm pretty sure that there's more than one reason. I know that I have one. And I know that after I say mine, it's going to be in you guys' heads. So I prefer if you have your own reason to then say it, then I say my reason. So even if it's not what my reason is, maybe your reason can give me further clarity on the situation and add something to the context of the conversation. So with that being said, AMC Dip Buyer says rat. That's one reason. 100%. Now I want to go back to what Casanova said. Pay attention. Casanova said if you a millionaire and they pull up on you, listen, Casanova say they probably were informants already. That's a possibility, El Prez. That's a fact. But listen, Casanova said if you're a millionaire and they pull up on you, you helping the government. Period. Boom. 2015, the investigation started. Nobody gets it yet, do you? Nobody gets it? Should I just wait a minute? You got to get it by now. You have to understand what I'm trying to say, whether I'm right or wrong. I think I laid enough groundwork down. I think I laid enough groundwork down that even if you don't agree with me, you understand what I'm trying to say. You understand? They said the investigation started 2015. 2015 is when the bus situation happened. Birdman says millionaires, they're not trying to go to jail. They're going to help the police. Okay, so I'm going to add a little bit of context to what I'm talking about real quick. Hold on. Boom. I'm going to add a little bit more context. Help you out. You want to know something that rich millionaires do when they fuck up? They donate to charity. So a rich millionaire will fuck up in the city or whoever. They'll be doing whatever they're doing. And they'll say, yo, look, is there any way we can make this go away? My client is extremely philanthropic. He can do much more for the community outside of jail rather than in prison where he'll be rotting. Then you make a deal with the government. It's sealed. And then you come out of jail and you start being the most generous person on the fucking planet. For Young Thug, a person who talks about how much they hate the police, you know, he gave to the local municipalities, including the police precinct or department. You do know this, right? Y'all call niggas rats. What do y'all think about the niggas that give money to the police to help them fight crime? This is a real question. Y'all call niggas rats. How do y'all feel about the niggas that give money to the police to help them fight crime? Now, I'm going to let you know right now. If I got the money and I'm living in a place, I'm donating to my local police precinct. 100%. I need them niggas to know that when I call 911, they need to be at my doorstep immediately. I need them niggas to know when they stop me in traffic and they look at my fucking wallet and they see that I donate to the motherfucking PBA, they leave me the fuck alone and let me drive off. I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need that when I get into a dispute with some random person that might be of a different demographic in some place, and then they come and they question us, they see I'm one of the motherfuckers that gives money to their organization somewhere. I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna keep it a stack. So I'm not judging any citizen. If you are a tax-paying citizen that avoids committing crimes and you just want to make sure that, you know, the police is not harassing you, one of the things you can do is give a couple of $100 to them every year. It's an investment for you and your kids. Now, with that being said, Young Thug, a rapper who talks about all of his criminality, hating the police, hating snitches, you can't help the police, don't talk to cops, donates money to the PBA. Nobody thinks that there's anything wrong with that. Am I the only one? Now, once again, the investigation started in 2015. Right? The tour bus was shot up in 2015. Right? Casanova 2 times said if you're a millionaire, you're not going to jail. You're helping the police. Right? Young Thug gives to his local police precincts. Right? Okay, so do you get it? I'm about to tell y'all why Young Thug is being isolated. For real, for real. Probably a ton of different reasons, but I'm going to tell you the real reason why Young Thug is being isolated. They can't let him talk to nobody. They can't let him talk to nobody but his fucking lawyer, because his lawyer can't talk to nobody. And they got to make sure they hear every damn thing they say over the phone. You want to know why they got to make sure that he hear every single thing they say over the fucking phone? I'm going to tell you why. You want to know why? Because they need to know who he tells certain things to so they could go get him. What I'm saying is this, why not? How can they have an investigation on Young Thug and his people where they get every single conversation he's ever had on the phone? They don't got every conversation Gunna had on the phone, right? They don't got every conversation all of them other people had on the phone, but they got every conversation Young Thug had on the phone. Why is that? No, we still in the discussing it state. Why not? We're discussing it. This is the fun part. All right? We discussing it. This is the fun part. This is BBN business right here. All them other dudes just say shit straight out because they not as creatively. They don't have the creativity, the conversational creativity that I have. So often they have to blurt it out. They don't got a choice. I got a choice. I choose Frost. Choose Frost with me. With that being said, listen and pay attention. How can they have every conversation and every thing that Young Thug did since 2015, but not everything that everyone else did, at least to our knowledge at this point? How could that be a thing? How is that even possible? I can literally only think of one way it's even possible. I can only think of one way it's even possible. I believe they're not letting Young Thug talk to anybody. There's a good chance because Young Thug might say something and expose the thing. Young Thug might never be able to be in a company of people unmonitored again for the rest of his life. And those are the choices that y'all choose when y'all choose money, wealth, and power over the Lord. Choose God. Choose God every time. Choose God when it's easy. Choose God when it's hard. Choose God when there's no difficulty. Just choose God every time. He might never be able to have freedom again of any, not just, he might not even be able to have jail freedom. You understand? And what I mean by that, he might be in isolation for the rest of his life. For the rest of his natural born damn life. There's a reason why him and Gunna is in the same prison, in the same jail. I could think of a couple of different reasons why. But the main reason I think is these guys can't talk to nobody, especially Thug. The only way I think they could have all of Thug's conversations if Thug's was personally recording them and sending it to them. They have everything he's been saying, man. What the fuck? Are you that sloppy that you're just willy-nilly? Remember, they was just getting on in 2014, 2015. They didn't have to, they would have been on point at that time, is what I'm saying. So you're trying to tell me that you start getting sloppy when y'all shoot up a bus? Or did the police pull up on you and tell you what was what? Did that happen? The police pulled up on you, told you what was what. Your man got to take the charge, and now you got to be informants. I'm not saying that that's what happened. But what's the easiest way to send people to jail? To send them on a dummy mission. A lot of y'all big homies be getting ready to get locked up. And instead of getting locked up, they go send you on a dummy mission to get you and your mans locked up. And then whoever the fuck they work for be like, shake their hand. Thank you. We needed some collars. We needed to get some people off the street. Show that we doing our work out here. You don't even know it. Your big homie take an envelope, turn around, go about his fucking day. You wanna know how he got money? He ain't got no job. That's how he got money, nigga. You think he hustling? You think he got work on the block, or you think he a scammer? No, nigga. This nigga a whole rat. He don't want to go back to jail because he tired of either banging dudes or getting banged. He don't want to go back to jail. A lot of y'all niggas big homies when they was locked up with somebody's bitch. A lot of these niggas y'all calling OG, when they was locked up, them niggas was scared to come out of their fucking cell. I'm just keeping it a stack. I'm not no super tough guy or nothing like that, nor do I proclaim to be. But I'm just telling you what it is. Free Max B. I'm just telling you what it is. There's a lot of real niggas locked up right now because y'all niggas think these niggas is real that is on the fucking take. Now, I don't know for a fact whether Young Thug is working with the government. I don't know that for a fact. But I do want to say this. It's not looking good. I got more things to say on this also, so listen and pay attention. Kodak Black might be one of the realest rappers, and I'm going to explain. Y'all need to stop fucking with the Democrats immediately. I get it. I think I have to fuck with the Democrats because you black. Stop fucking with the Democrats immediately. I'm going to explain something. I don't hate people that think different than me for the explicit purpose of I believe that you should make your own wins and your own losses. I believe that if you think you want to do something, whether I think you should be doing it or not, as long as it's not nothing that's going to fuck me over or, whatever, this is a personal decision on your own. You're not hurting other people. It's something that deals with you and other individuals that might want to, be a part of whatever the fuck it is. I say give you the opportunity to do the thing that you want to do. We're here in order to work ourselves out of sin. Remember, we are born in sin. For everybody that think all you got to do is walk around and not do harm and you're going to go to heaven, that is a lie. We are literally born in sin. That's what the whole entire story of Adam and Eve is about. We're literally born in sin. If you're not on the planet actively trying to do good in your heart, I'm not saying doing good deeds, but saying, oh, I'm going to heaven. No, if you're not actively doing good deeds out of your heart, whatever it might be, you're not working towards heaven. If you're out here doing petty shit, you ain't working towards heaven. If you're out here trying to be somebody's, I don't know, I'm gonna humble that person, you're not working towards heaven. If you're out here saying, what's that saying? I'm going to be somebody's karma. You're not working towards heaven. You're doing the exact opposite, working away from heaven. They tricked us. Listen, the whole entire story of Adam and Eve is about us already being in heaven, in the Garden of Eden, and then getting kicked out of the Garden of Eden. Then it's the fucking first testament And then the Second Testament teaches us how to get back into God's graces. Just so you know. Go speak to somebody if you don't believe me. Go speak to somebody that knows more about theology or whatever the fuck. I'm not religious. But go speak to somebody that knows more about theology if you do not believe me. That's it. Don't take my word on it. Now listen and pay attention. Young Thug is being isolated, in my opinion. I don't want this shit to fire. Hold on. Young Thug is in isolation, in my opinion, because there's a lot of BS that's going on. They're saying they're responsible for 50 plus murders between 2015 and now. How could they even know that? How could they even know that? See, this is what I be trying to explain to y'all. There's certain things that they can't know unless they know. You understand? Like, you think the government is going to come out and say 50 plus murders they're responsible for if they only could prove 20? No, they're going to say 20 plus. We got 20 we could prove. We got a couple more we think something is going on with. 20 plus. They said 50 fucking plus. So they at least got 50 they could prove. They probably got 3 or 4 more others they not so sure about. They probably got 10 or 15 others that they probably got 3 or 4 others that they almost sure about. They got like 10 or 15 others that, you know, is on the cusp. We don't know, but, you know, maybe. 50 fucking plus murders. And they basically know everything Young Thug's been doing and talking about since 2015. Now, this is what I'm about to say is the most interesting part of this whole entire thing. Has anybody heard Birdman say free Thugger? Has anybody heard Birdman say free Thugger? Because I haven't. So if he said it, he hasn't been saying it loud. Has anybody heard Birdman say free Thugger? Still think I'm crazy? Still think I don't know what I'm talking about? Still think I don't do research? Or is it just so much easier to hear me when it's not people saying nonsense in the chat that don't make sense? And instead, we have people in the chat that are being, making good comments and being a productive part of the conversation. Paper Trail, we were digital or paper. Sebastian Tompkins says, nope, he been super quiet. Troy D says, Birdman is a target. That's why. Birdman is more than a target. You don't get it yet, do you? You ever notice you got people who, when you with them, right? They talk mad good about you. Y'all be hanging out with these people, those people. They bigging you up, showing you all the love in the world. Then when y'all go around certain people, they just treat you differently, and they talk about you differently, and they talk with you differently, and they just treat you differently. You want to know why? Because when they be around those people, they talk about you differently. There's a different energy. So when you hanging out with those people, they can enjoy your company. Because around those people, they speak good about you. Around those people, they've always been bigging you up, giving you respect. So when y'all hang out with those people and those people, y'all can give you respect. But when you hang out with those people over there, they be talking shit about you. They be talking about how you a lame. They be talking crazy about you. You just don't know because they're snake ass niggas. You gotta understand, we live in a society where people think being a snake, somebody that speaks good to you to your face and talks behind you or behind your back, there's whole communities of people that get together and praise this. That's a fact. Hold on. Anybody else think that's corny, or am I the only one that thinks that's corny? If you think that's corny, drop some frost in the chat. If you think it's corny to pretend to be cool to somebody to their face just to go behind their back and talk shit about them, if you think that's corny and some fake nigga shit, drop some frost. If you think that's the shit to do, drop some fucking red dots. Drop some stop signs. If you think that's the way to go. If you think that's real nigga shit. Because there's whole communities that get together and brag about how they bitch ass niggas and snakes. And how they pretend to be cool with people. And then they go over there and talk shit about them. And talk dirty about them. And laugh about them. And make jokes about them. And try to ruin their life. But they pull up and go talk to them and act like they cool with them. Is that not bitch ass nigga shit? Or am I wrong? Because I think that's bitch ass nigga shit. But I could be wrong. The world is changing. What up, Kenny? The world is changing. I could be wrong. What the fuck do I know? And then, but the nigga they talking about is the person who's the bad guy, apparently. He's the bad guy. The niggas that niggas is pretending to be cool with and being bitch ass niggas behind back. He's the bad guy. Or she's the bad guy. Bananas. My dude. Why do you think I be so incredulous? So why you think Birdman ain't say free Thugger yet? If I'm saying anything wrong, let me know. If I'm saying anything wrong, let me know. Why you think Birdman ain't say free Thugger yet? What up, Island Girl? She said you're wrong for a sight. Just joking. Yo, look, hold on. What up, Ray Cooper Jr.? I ain't got time for you niggas this morning. For real, for real. Look, listen, pay attention. If you are liking any part of this show, you can pull up to the... we're 30 minutes in. I'm supposed to say this already. If you are enjoying any point or aspect of the show, you can always pull up to the Super Chat, the Cash App, or to the PayPal. If somebody could drop my PayPal is in the descriptions. If somebody could put my Super Chat, my Cash App up, or you could drop something in the Super Chat. If you are appreciating the show, if you like the show, and if you can. If you would like to. I don't know how to say that shit. No matter how I say it, people say I'm saying it the wrong way, so I don't know how to say it. Anyway, shout out to Mark Brown. Shout out to Trey D. He got it too. Shout out to Mark Brown. Shout out to Mark Brown. There's only 2 reasons why he ain't going to say anything, by the way. He either put him there. I'm trying not to stick my middle finger up at you guys. And I don't want to point. Pointing's bad. He either put him there. Right? Or he already knows that he's the next Rico. It's one of the 2. But this 100% goes back to the Lil Wayne bus shooting. And you're going to hear it during the case. And when you hear it during the case, I want every single last one of y'all to come back over here and drop some fucking frost in the chat. You're going to hear that this started from the Lil Wayne situation. I promise you. They're just throwing a mask over it and talking about the other nigga that got killed with the car that was rented. I promise you this shit started over the Lil Wayne situation. You want to know why I think it started over the Lil Wayne situation? Because other people are involved that are rich. You get what I'm saying? Lil Wayne don't only make fucking Birdman money. Lil Wayne make a lot of people money. Hold on. Slow down. Let me explain something real quick. Hold on. Listen. Let me explain something real quick. I also agree with that Lola. I read that comment in 2 seconds. I said there's 1 or 2 reasons why I could think of. There might be other reasons also. Listen and pay attention. Just so we can be clear. Lil Wayne had been going around talking shit about Birdman because he was trying to get his money from Birdman because Birdman ain't paying him. He goes, he does a show in Atlanta. When he goes and he does the show in Atlanta, his bus gets shot up after the situation. His bus gets shot up after the situation. I'm going to tell you what I think happens. What I think happens is this. These rappers get fucked up and they get in trouble. And the police pull up on them and they got to get a certain amount of niggas arrested in order to keep their own freedom. And that's what I believe and that's what I think, and I could be wrong. I'm going to say this much. I want people to stop dogging Lyor Cohen. I'm going to explain why. Listen and pay attention. I'm about to give you some real game. Listen and pay attention. Y'all got to stop dogging Lyor Cohen. You want to know why? Let me explain. These niggas is signing these deals, understanding what they're getting into for the most part when you deal with a Lyor Cohen. When you deal with an Interscope. When you deal with the major labels, you know what kind of bullshit you're getting involved in. You're not really being tricked. You know you're taking a bad deal, but you're going to work and turn it into something. Right? But when you sign to a Birdman, when you sign to a Rick Ross, and they do you just as dirty or dirtier, you gotta be mad at them niggas. So I'm not mad at Lyor Cohen. I'm not mad at Universal. I wouldn't be mad at fucking 10K I'm not 10K. Whoever the fuck 6ix9ine signed to. I wouldn't be upset at none of these major labels. Ever. Because when you sign to them, you know what you're getting involved in. You're accepting that I gotta bust my ass. Because if I don't blow up, I'm gonna owe these niggas forever. So I gotta work. But when you sign with your homeboy, somebody that look like you, they might get over on you. You expected to get over a little. But you're not expected to be taken to the shack and be whooped like a damn mule. So I don't blame the big companies when this shit happens. But when Birdman is doing Lil Wayne like that, who you said is your son, that's unacceptable. I don't know how the rest of y'all feel, but that's how I feel. When Birdman is doing Lil Wayne like that, that's unacceptable. That's worse than what Meek and fucking Rick Ross did because he had a relationship with fucking Lil Wayne. Meek and Rick Ross, they just had a business relationship. And Rick Ross is a fucking CEO. I'm not fucking surprised at anything he do against black people. Because I couldn't have that job. I was a security guard. And I'm telling you right now, I did more shit to help when I was a security guard and I worked inside of the shelter system, I considered myself working for the people in the shelter, not the fucking workers. Just so we can be clear. I'm there for the people in the shelter. I'm there to make sure that they don't get hurt. I'm there to make sure that they know where to be to do the thing. I need to know what's going on in the building, so if anybody come up to me and ask me any fucking questions, I can send them in the right direction. I need to make sure that I have a semi-good relationship generally known, so when I walk up to somebody and I need to talk to them, I need them to take me seriously so this shit don't gotta escalate. See, that's the problem with police now. If police understood that they was talking to their fucking boss when they stopped you in a fucking car, the situations would go different. Give me 1 second. I want to get me some water. That's what being humble is about. Knowing your mission. Not bowing down. Knowing your mission. God gave us all a mission. Know your mission. First, try to find out what your mission is. If you're living for the world, you're not living for your mission. You're going to know when you're going on your mission because shit going to start fucking up. Everything going to start going wrong. Friends is going to leave you. Family is going to leave you. Your spouse is going to leave you. Your kids is going to hate you. Your parents is going to hate you because you on your mission. Your mission ain't for them. Your mission is for you. You want some water? Well, in order to do business, you have to make deals with the devil 9 times out of 10. Because people like me don't get in the positions to be able to give you a ride. People with hearts like mine rarely ever be able to get into the position where I have to say, I think that person just needs a little push. Let's figure out a way to get them $5,000. I think that person is talented. Let's figure out a way to get them some more equipment. I think that person is talented. Let's figure out a way to get them a little bit more visibility. See, I don't have that ability right now. I'm trying to gain that ability. That's what the BBNNETWORK is about. That's what we've always been about. But that's the type of energy we need to have. Why do you need to make $100 million a year? You don't need to have $100 million. I don't need to have $100 million. In order for me to live comfortably, I don't even know what I need. I probably don't even need a fucking $1 million. Be honest with you. I just want to make television and movies. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, anyway, my fault. I'm sorry. I started going on a tangent, a rant about something else. Let's get back to the topic. So hold on. So Birdman, just so we can be clear, has not said free Thugger yet. One reason why he probably didn't say it is because he doesn't want to get his name involved in or attached to any of this shit. But if he had nothing to do with anything, there wouldn't be anything wrong with him saying free Thugger. The only reason why I could see why he would not say free Thugger, just so we could be clear, is one, if he has reason to believe they're going to be looking at him, or they already looking at him, or he's next. And two, if him and Thug already had a deal, Thug fucked up, so they coming after Thug, but he didn't fuck up his deal with them yet. So he can't say nothing. Because if he say something, it might fuck his deal up, and then they might come for him. I did what I was supposed to do. That nigga fucked up. I'm going to stay quiet. I told him. He about to expose all of us. Tory Mosley said he even showed up to court for NBA Youngboy. You talking about you talking about oh shit, that shit's still in the refrigerator. You talking about Birdman. You talking about Birdman. You talking about Birdman, yeah. I'm telling you what the fuck, yo, this shit is right under the wheels. This shit came out of something. One of my hoodies and something. God dang it. God fucking. You know the shit from the hoodie thing right here? It came out of one of my jump offs and now it's like under the wheel of this. And I can't get the rope. Give me 1 second. There you go. Hang out over there. Salute. Niggas is posting my reels. No, okay. So Birdman might be a real target, but what you don't, you gotta look. You gotta okay. So I look at it like this, just so we can be clear. Let's say the police wanted any rapper. I don't want to say no rapper's name because I don't want to put. Let's say the police wanted. I gotta say a rapper who's in a great position. Let's say the police wanted. Fuck. I don't want to fuck nobody over. Let's say there's a big name rapper, right? Super big name rapper. He's the head of the label. He's the head of the label. Super big name rapper. Head of the label. Police want him, right? You think the police could just come get him? No, the police got to go after his lieutenants. First, some grunt niggas. You know, they got to get in. Then they got to get his lieutenants on the hook. You understand what I'm saying? Like, the police just can't go straight after him. So, this might be an attempt to go after Birdman. Don't excuse that. Don't remove that possibility. This might literally be an attempt to go after Birdman. But they have to probably get Thug first. But like I said before, I don't even think that that's what it is. I think literally it's a better chance of Thug and Birdman had a situation with the police going on. And Thug, they coming after him for one reason or another. I think that's more likely. Because I'm just going to be honest with you. 50 plus murders? That's crazy. Since 2015, one organization was known to be responsible for 50 plus murders, at least committing 23 of them themselves. And so y'all had him on wiretap since 2015 though. So y'all mean after 30 kills, y'all didn't think, after 30 people died, y'all didn't think arrest them then? Why? Why didn't y'all arrest them after 20 people? Why didn't y'all arrest them after 10? These are people getting killed. Why didn't you arrest them after 2? Am I being obstinate? I don't think I'm being obstinate. Appreciate you, Lisa. Dude! They've been getting I've been loving K Goddess's posters lately. She's been killing me. Like this one. Oh damn. Here go another icy queen. Yes, K Goddess is an icy queen. Here go another icy queen. She be talking with me though. She was in the comments the other day. I was like, yo, they flagged your video. She was like, they did? I said, yeah. She was like, wow. I said, they flag everything I do. Don't worry about it. I keep trying to tell you, these people be talking to me, man. I keep trying to tell y'all, man, stop listening to them niggas. So why didn't they arrest him after 10 murders? So that's the point I'm trying to make. Like, none of this even makes sense. You can't tell me that y'all connecting 50 plus murders to these people and y'all only just now connected to 50 plus murders in the last month. Y'all knew about this shit for a long time. I'm not doing that. Is you doing that? Y'all knew about this shit for a long time. Y'all did nothing. Why is the question? Why did y'all do nothing? What up, Brooklyn 456? Why did y'all do nothing? Put me on the game. I want to know. Is that fair? Biden tests positive for C-19. They just doing anything to try to take our minds off the fact that they're a fucking terrible administration. They just doing everything. This shit is bananas. Like, they're literally doing everything to take our minds off the fact that they're a bad administration. This is just crazy at this point. I don't know what to tell you. Big facts. The family should sue because they could have prevented. My dude, if somebody I know in my family name would have came up, like if I'm any of those families in Atlanta, and they got killed in 2016, and then we find out that y'all knew who was the killers for 5 and 6 and 7 years, and y'all didn't try to prosecute or nothing, and y'all just let them roam around and kill more people, hell yeah, I'm gonna fucking tear fucking Atlanta apart with a lawsuit. I'm gonna go get all the other families too. We all, because it's not about the money. It's not about the money. I'm getting all the other people too. We doing a whole class action. We gonna tear Atlanta a new one. That's a fact. Tony Frame says Birdman don't allow no type of drug dealing in his empire. That's smart. But I'm not talking about drugs specifically. Just so we could be clear. I'm not talking about drugs specifically. Just so we could be clear. What up, Silver Fox? Hey, what up, Silver Fox? Okay, let's go. What you talking about? Yeah, I'm not saying drugs. I'm talking about murders. Why does this guy say, what the fuck is he talking about? Birdman don't allow no type of drug deals in his empire. What the fuck are you talking about? Does anybody know what that guy's talking about? Anybody know what that guy's talking about? Fuck is he talking about? What up, BMF? How you doing, my brother? What the fuck is that guy talking about? It's too early. I don't know what's up with that. I just read that somewhere. Bodies, not drugs. Yeah, what the fuck is he talking about? Nobody knows what he's talking about. I don't know what that guy's talking about. No, that's what they do. They just come in here. I'm not reading that guy's comments no more, by the way. Yeah. I don't care about that. I'm not reading that guy's comments no more. Anyway, so I definitely want to see, because at this point, why isn't he saying, like, that shit don't make no sense to me. Like, why isn't he at least saying free Thugger? He ain't saying free Thugger, he ain't saying free Gunners, free none of that. But he turned on a dude that he called his own son for that nigga. He turned on a dude that he raised and calls his own son for Thug. But Thug gets locked up and he don't say free him? And y'all say he went to the NBA YoungBoy trial, right? So he's not avoiding court. He's not avoiding the police in general. He's just avoiding the Atlanta courts and he's just avoiding Atlanta police? Is that what you're telling me? I'm asking. For a friend. One, there's probably multiple rappers in Atlanta tipping police off. You know how many rappers are in Atlanta? Brooklyn said, man, your points be on point. Appreciate you. You could always go green team at any time. Tori Mosey says, some say Killer Mike and or T.I. I got a tooth in the back of my mouth that recently got chipped. And I just know my tongue is just getting ripped to shreds back there every time I talk. They said there's a main Atlanta rapper working with politicians and police. I wouldn't doubt it. There's probably a main rapper in every city working with politicians and police. Told you. Everybody read Tony Frame's comments. He's the dude that's just in here to say the opposite of whatever we say. Look, he's saying the opposite of what you're saying now. Whatever you say, he's just going to say the opposite. Read his comments. I'm not going to read his comments out loud because obviously I hate when people do that shit. But watch, he's just going to be saying the opposite of anything anybody else says. He's just not doing it to me because I'm not going to read his comments. He's going to probably get kicked at some point. So nobody's going to be able to read his comments. Because you know, when you get kicked, they don't see your comments in the replay. You done. It's a dub. Your comments aren't there. So that's why I don't want to talk to them. Because then after I kick them, it's going to sound like I'm talking to air. People that's going to be in the chat going to be like, yo, who the fuck is he talking to? Because they're not going to see their name no more. So that's why when you hear me say I'm not, yeah, I know I'm going to have to kick them. There you go. Boom. Get out of here. I was waiting to kick him, by the way. That's why I was talking about him. So I could just get him up out of here. Get him to give me a reason. With that being said, that's what the police do. Get you to give them a reason. My Body and Soul TV said Birdman knows what it is. Young Thug can do him harm, most likely, so he is distancing himself. Absolutely. Even if Birdman don't got shit to do with anything, it would be best for him to stay away from the situation. But he could still say free Thugger. He could still say free Thugger. Tell me where I'm wrong. He don't even got to say it. He could just post free Thugger. Hashtag. And then all of his community is just going to let it be known. Birdman said free Thugger. He don't never got to speak on it again. See, a community is supposed to get your word out. That's part of being a community. If the community isn't getting your word out, then they're holding you back more than anything else. And I'm not saying like, I'm talking about when you like, not the whole entire. Obviously, you got people in your community that's in the inner circle. You know what I'm saying? That's neither here nor there. I'm not in that conversation right now. I'm not trying to have that conversation. But the point in which I'm trying to make is this, and this is just that. Birdman, there's no reason in the world why he can't say free dude. Same for Gucci Mane. He distanced himself from Rollo to the point he was spooked to say Rollo at all. That's a fact. That's a fact. I wanted to mention something about Pop Smoke real quick. First of all, rest in peace to Pop Smoke. It's a shame. It's a tragedy. It's not even a shame. It's a tragedy. He was really a good guy. He's really a good guy. And I'm telling you this, like everybody got their ways, man. But I'm telling you this, he's really a good guy. Like, for real, for real. Like, they really took a good guy. Like, they took Pop Smoke, and they took Nipsey. Like, they really took good people. Like, these people was not fake good people. You understand what I'm saying? That I'm not saying it was perfect. You understand what I'm saying? I hate when people gotta act like somebody, like, oh, that person wasn't perfect, so they can't be good. Well, nobody's perfect except for God and Jesus Christ. So, like I said, we all born in sin. So what are you talking about? So, that's a shame. Just a real shame. He's really a good guy. And he was open with being good. And that's the part I like. When we could openly love each other. That's how I want my life to be. I want to be able to openly love people. I'm straight, by the way. I want to be able to openly love people. I don't like when I feel like I can't, say hi to strangers. I don't like when I feel like I can't, be somewhere and talk to people, whether I know them or not, because you know, a toxic atmosphere, or because of the you know, I don't like that. I like to be able to embrace people, whether I know you or not. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Maybe you need to smile today. Maybe I need to smile today. Maybe we can help each other out. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the way my mind thinks. So I don't like being around. So if you're a negative person, I'm just, or if you're negative for me in my life, I'm just gonna be, even not even by on purpose, trying to be removing you. So the point in which I'm trying to say is this: listen and pay attention. Sometimes these rappers, it be a right hand man. It be the dude that just be with them, traveling everywhere. That be the motherfucker that be working with the police. It's not always the rapper. Sometimes it's that nigga that's standing with him. Now I say that because a lot of times we got people on our team that's sabotaging us for whatever their own personal reasons is. Maybe it's jealousy, maybe it's envy, maybe it's just they think they're gonna get a come up. Maybe they're trying to take your spot. I don't know what the fuck it is. But if you got 10 people on your team, at least one of them want to take your spot, and 3 of them is working against you. Copy? For real, for real. So with that being said, recently I heard that the dude that was supposed to be his brother, that was not his brother, that was there in LA, might have had something to do with the situation involving Pop Smoke. I don't know whether this is true, and I'm not saying it is true. I just want to bring that up to explain to y'all that sometimes these rappers be telling the truth when they say it's not me. Sometimes they be telling the truth. We can't condemn all rappers because we found some rappers to have been in the wrong. There's a lot of rappers that was in the right. We just don't talk about those situations. We talk about it for 5 minutes and then we forget it happened. It's much more fun to the American people to condemn somebody than it is to hold them up. That's just the society that we live in. Deal with it. Got a ton of shit I gotta get to today. I want to be clear on something. They said 2 more Ricos, 60 days. They didn't say rappers. She didn't say rapper. Appreciate you, Lisa Harris. I absolutely love that comment. It's a maverick. I do gamble a lot, don't I? I got the reference. They need to redo that movie. Yeah. Howard Shah did have a traitor on his team. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a factual statement. Y'all do know him Hebrew Israelite, right? Or at least have knowledge of it is how that goes. That's why I keep trying to tell you, I'm not religious. And I'm not one of those people that want to yell at you and tell you got to believe what I believe. I'm 100% one of those people that say, you believe what you believe. If you believe what I believe, cool. If you believe something else, cool with that also. I'm not in control over your destiny or your life. When you leave here, you got to go deal with God yourself. So I need to allow for you to go on your journey that God has you going on. So I'm not here to condemn anyone, even if you believe different than what I believe, even if you do different than what I do. I'm not here to condemn you, even if I'm not a part of it, even if it's not something that I want to be a part of. That's why I keep trying to tell y'all, I don't want to be in a relationship with a ton of women. And I literally am in faith of something that it says that I can. Do you understand? I'm just explaining to you. I believe that we are supposed to, God gives us a blueprint, and our heart allows us to follow aspects of said blueprint. I think Future's the next Rico case. Just watch. If Future gets locked up, I promise you it's gonna have something to do with sex trafficking. I promise you. I'm not saying he's getting locked up, but I promise you. If Future gets locked up, it's gonna be on some fucking R. Kelly charges. I promise you. I don't think he's getting locked up though. I don't think it's him. But if he gets locked, because I don't think this has anything to do with that. I think they're going after the murder and the death. I don't think they're going after the child or the rapists or anything like that too tough. I don't think they're going after those guys right now. But they might be. What the fuck do I know? I just don't think they are. Unless they killing the kid. Like, I digress. So, Young Thug they excavated Young Thug's yard. They took something out of it. They haven't told us what it was yet. At least I haven't been told what it was yet, right? So, I'm kind of thinking that they buried bodies down there. Now, those could be the bodies of females. Who knows? And so, I don't think that is, I don't share your opinion, but I do understand the possibility. Is that fair? I don't share your opinion, but I do understand the possibility of it. But I don't share it. I don't think Future's next. But if he is next, it's going to be over some sex shit. I promise you. I'm going to tell you something. I'm a 100% advocate of, if you tell me that I have to do something to get down with your squad that's illegal, I don't want to do it. I don't want to get down with your squad. I'm fine. Because I don't really care about, I want to go to heaven, right? So, and I want to be in God's graces. That's really important. I mean, I guess, I want to go to heaven. And so, because I want to go to heaven, I want to be in God's graces, right? So, I don't not want to not go to hell. You understand what I'm saying? Do you get it? I'm not living my life like, oh man, I'm doing everything I can to not go to hell. I don't think like that. I'm living my life like, what can I do to make me worthy to get into heaven? You understand what I'm saying? What can I do? I want to be worthy to get into heaven. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not thinking, oh, I'm not going to do that because that's going to send me straight to hell. I'm not thinking that. Ever. What up? Chalice from the Kush says, what up? They dug up the dude's yard. Yes, they dug up his yard. That's what I'm trying to explain. So, I always thought bodies came out of the yard, and not for nothing, I always thought it was going to probably be like women's, little girls and women and stuff like that. I always thought it was women. I didn't think because they buried it at the house, so I always thought it was like women. Like, if you killing the ops, you can leave them niggas' bodies somewhere in the woods. You feel me? You don't got to worry about anybody. But if somebody's missing, you understand what I'm saying? Like, they've been missing, they got to stay missing. That's why I keep trying to say, I think they dug up bodies. And I do think the bodies they dug up was probably females. So I don't think it's Future. But if it is Future, I don't think it's going to be over drugs, money, or killing. I think it might be over something to deal with. That looks like more like his lane, at least by his music. And his social media presence. And Atlanta has a lot of young girls that go missing. Young girls and boys, apparently. Remember everybody was saying, remember there was a lot of epidemic going on in Atlanta with kids going missing and young girls and stuff like that. And they was trying to say that the Democrats was kidnapping them. For melanin. Y'all remember that shit was a couple of years ago. Everybody forgot about that shit? When they was having all of the missing kids and the missing people in Atlanta. All of the missing black people was coming up in Atlanta, and people kept trying to say the Democrats is kidnapping them. Am I the only one that remembers this shit? Like, I can't be the only one that remembers shit like this. Honestly, I can't be. Nobody else remembers this? This is why I be thinking I be in the fucking, what's that shit where everything is, pardon me, kicking the damn thing by accident. What's the name of that thing? The Mandela effect. That's why I be thinking the Mandela effect happened. Like, what the fuck? Nobody else remembers this? I be forgetting that y'all guys watch me on television sometimes. One of y'all need to put me on the television at your job. That's what you need to do. And when you do that, though, let me know so I curse less. What up, Streets Entertainment? Yeah, let me know so I curse less. Atlanta, DC, etc. Lisa Harris. So, like I said, all I could do is, all we do here for the most part is have conversations about shit. Sometimes I get frustrated because I be telling y'all shit and I know I gotta wait for the shit to happen so I could say I told you so, because I be feeling like people don't be believing me when I'm telling them. You understand what I'm saying? But I be putting y'all onto a lot of shit before it happens. That's a fact. You'd be surprised at people who consider me to be a valuable asset. You'd just be surprised. Or maybe you wouldn't. What do I know? I was watching the show recently, so I'm actually making a concerted effort to be closer to the camera. For everybody that don't know, I was watching the show the other day, and I was like back here. I was like, God damn it, what's all that fucking free space? I'm a way better cameraman. So that's why I moved out of the thing I was sitting here and shit. I moved everything out of the way because it's more important in order for me to be able to speak to you than it is for me to have whatever this is right here. That's over here now. Gotta keep my drinks and my phone and shit. Anything else y'all want to discuss? I don't want to hold y'all. This has been actually a good show, and I'd rather end it before it goes sideways. So I'm not going nowhere, but you know, we having a good conversation. Let me keep the show going. I think I'm gonna do laundry today. I remember it was boys, and then they blamed black men for those Atlanta murders back in the 80s, I think. Georgia has always been a place. Georgia and Florida is just, I don't know how to say it. Florida is a different world. But Georgia is not as special as Florida. But I lived in Georgia for a little while, man. And I'm gonna say this real clear. This is for all city niggas. Country niggas is not suckers, man. And they ain't stupid. Alright? And niggas literally just fight for fun. Like, I don't even know no other way to tell you. Like, niggas just fight for fun, man. I don't know if like, yeah, you know, wrestling. I'm not talking about wrestling. I'm talking about fighting. Like, you know what I'm saying? It could have just been the town I moved to, and the town I moved to was like all my relatives was living in there. Like, not for nothing. I moved to a town. I was living there for a little while. I probably had about 50 relatives in the town, 50 to 100, maybe 100, 200 relatives in the town, or whatever the case is. And I'm just gonna be honest with you, motherfuckers just fight for fun. Like, shout out to my family. Shit's bananas. So I just assume all of them niggas down there is like that. Not for nothing, niggas just fight for fun, man. Shit was crazy. I moved down there. They was trying to figure out who was gonna be the first dude to fight me. For real, for real. And then some shit happened, and niggas was like, then I got my respect, and it was everything. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. I popped off a couple of times. For good reason, never for bad. But I also had a girlfriend, so I like sometimes I know I get activated. You know what I'm saying? But when I got some money, like I could look and see, am I supposed to be angry at this shit? I think I'm supposed to be angry at this shit. And then like, no, I'm doing. I'm just. I'll be like, all right, I'm gonna see if I'm supposed. Okay, we'll listen to this guy a little bit longer. But I think I'm supposed to be angry at this shit. I'll listen to this guy a little bit longer though. Okay, what are we talking about? Yeah, she was a good woman too, Shanine. Shout out to Shanine. She was a good woman. Easily. She if I run into her right now, I'd ask her to model for me. For real, for real. If you out there, Shanine, contact me. I'd love for you to model for me. And just that, we could change your name. You don't have to let people know we dated. I'd love for you to model for me. Beautiful woman. Built like a model too. Dead ass. Not like the Instagram models of today, but like the conventional models. Built like, what's that girl? The new Mary Jane? Michelle? The girl that plays the new Mary Jane on the Spider-Man, she's built like her, but with bigger boobs and a bigger butt. She built like that though. Lisa Harris said, I was down with you when you told the whole deal before it came out regarding the murder of Memphis rapper Young Dolph. I've been pretty accurate about a lot of shit that I said about that. But, you know, I keep myself a pretty open mind. But I've been pretty accurate about a lot of it because there's too much weirdo shit going on over there. I stopped reporting on that because the police are lying too much. When the police are lying as much as they are in the Memphis case, all you could do is report on how the police is lying at that point. And we have a real anti-police state going on right now as far as, not anti-police state, a public, like the way we feel about the police, anti-police. So I'd rather just make content. I always prefer to make content that's either a lesson or love. I don't want to make content that's hate. I don't want to make content, me making a content talking about how much I don't like that person, or me making content just to tell you something specifically bad about that individual. That's not God's energy. So I don't really care to be a part of that. You understand what I'm saying? Just so we can be clear. I don't care to be a part of that. That's not God's energy. Mind, Body, and Soul said, Force predictions be on point. I appreciate you. Like I told you before, I'm either doing research or God is over here and he's pointing me in the right direction. It's one of the two, man. What didn't go through? It's one of the two, man. Yeah, that's all I want my videos to be about is lessons in love. Why you think I be getting frustrated? Y'all be thinking I be getting frustrated for any other reason other than because I think I might have a good lesson to discuss that day, or I might have a good topic to discuss that day and I'm trying to get to a point. You know? That's why I get frustrated. Y'all thinking I'm getting frustrated for reasons that ain't around getting frustrated. You understand what I'm saying? But that's fine because that's what it looks like. And sometimes shit just looks like something it's not. You can't be upset at the individuals that see the wrong thing. It's just what it is, man. Sometimes people just don't know. Did what go through Mind, Body, and Soul? I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, wait, hold on. What are you talking about? I don't got my other phone with me. Did you send something? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm hoping that you didn't do a drop and I missed it. That's a fact, homeboy that just... Oh, shit, I X'd out of this by accident like 2 seconds ago. I was busy talking. I don't know if y'all could have heard me. I gotta go get the other phone. That shit has got 3% battery life on it. Y'all busy talking to me and I can't respond back. Oh, man, this is what it is. I'm sorry about that, y'all. Y'all busy talking to me and I'm trying to read y'all comments because it flashes on my screen for like 2 seconds, but I put my phone in the refrigerator because, you know, my phone, it's just always hot. I don't know what's going on with that shit. I think they sent me a bug to make my shit explode. Because Because, you know, they send a bug to your phone to make your phone, your battery stay hot. So your phone is not usable whenever you're not with their service on it or whatever. But I bought that phone outright, though. Like, they don't own this phone. I bought this phone outright. On the spot. Alright, let's get back to what we're talking about. I'm trying to... I can't read anything. Like you can see, I'm trying to get my phone charged back up. So I can't read anything if y'all sending me stuff. It should say 3%. What the fuck? Alright. What we talking about? Put it in the chat. Bring me back up to point with what we were just discussing. Bring me back up to point with what we were just discussing. Come on. Yeah, I know sometimes I go off on a whole different tangent. Y'all guys are supposed to like keep me on point with what we up on, especially the admins. Oh, I was literally like, what the hell? I know what you said. Like, my phone is dead right now, so you see I'll call it when I turn the bitch back on. Also, if you're liking any part of this show, could somebody please put my Cash App in the chat? If you're liking any part of this show, you can always drop something in the Cash App, the Super Chat, or the PayPal, or whatever the fuck. We got Venmo too, or whatever the fuck. I don't know. Now, you know, if you're enjoying the show and you want to contribute to the efforts, all the efforts. Yeah, I know I stopped doing American Killers because we started doing the Tonight Show. You know the American Killer series that we did? You know we stopped doing the American Killer series because I started doing the Tonight Show. And I just didn't have enough time in the day. Because the American Killers took me it took me like 5 days to do. I usually had the American Killers, I started like on Monday or Tuesday, and I usually have it done by like Friday. And I upload on Sundays. Generally speaking. So the Tonight Show killed that. So I want y'all to understand when I'm saying I'm thinking about moving away from the Tonight Show, I'm not saying I'm moving away from the Tonight Show for any other reason than because I have to work harder on other things I'm gonna need to spend time on. You understand? I'm not a miracle man. I still only have 24 hours in a day like everybody else. So I'm not going to be able to do a morning show, a Tonight Show, and then also produce documentary content all by myself. I don't have that much time in a day. I'm not 25 years old no more. I'm not 21 years old. Niggas want me to have the energy of a child. I don't have that energy no more. I'm a grown man. I'm an adult. People my age try to take naps around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Tell me where to lie at. I generally speaking, I can't take that. Just want to say I hope my subscription doesn't get booted again. But I gotta run, y'all. Peace and love as well. And deep respect for you, Fruit. Frost, you the bomb. Appreciate you, Lisa Harris. Salute. Just because I want to ask, are you re-upping at BBN Gang, or are you re-upping as a bag swinger? I'm just curious, because I would like to know who the bag swingers are, without me having to always go check. And I'm very happy to see you here, Miss Lisa Harris. You have definitely beautified this content, this comment section this morning. You beautified all of the comment sections that you're part of. This should say 5%, man. Waiting for the damn picture. Every comment section that you a part of automatically smells like flowers. That's another reason why I need a girlfriend. I need somebody to just throw compliments at. I don't got nobody to throw compliments at. All right, I'm going to try to show y'all the thing because we are about to get up out of here. I'm very happy to see we had quite a few people. I'm planning on doing a Tonight Show tonight, so everybody know Tonight Show is going to be tonight. We didn't have Tonight Show last night. There's a reason for that. I don't want to discuss it. We will have a Tonight Show tonight. I plan on having a Tonight Show for the rest of the week. This isn't a situation where I'm like, yo, there's going to be no Tonight Shows going on. I'm going to try my best to be able to work, to do all of the things that I need to do and keep as much of the Tonight Show going as possible. The only thing I'm going to be doing is probably a little bit later. Remember, I got to do all of this with zero support also. Remember, nobody's going to donate to this channel. Nobody's going to watch the videos on this channel or nothing. So everything I'm doing with like minimal support, not zero support. We got people that fuck with me. But I'm doing everything with minimal support. I'm doing everything just off of my own strength. So this is not a complaint or whatever. I'm just saying, if you want to share a video, I'd appreciate it. If you want to hit the like button, I'd appreciate it. If you don't, and you're just here and you're just watching the video, I appreciate that too. It is what it is at this point. I mean, it's all good. There's no way I could do what I'm doing right now if God wasn't with me. This just wouldn't be possible. I know y'all can't see it because you over there, you don't know what I'm going through. But it wouldn't be possible. That's how come I know the people that's trying to do bad to me is evil. Because I know what I'm going through and I know the way that God's been showing up in my life. You understand? So that's why I don't deal with them. And that's why I don't fuck with them. And that's why I'm not playing with them. You understand? What they're doing is literally evil. I know God is in my life. And I know what they're doing is going directly against what God wants for me. That's why I don't play with them. That's why I don't joke. That's why I will never play. And if I see you coming at me in a manner that I feel like you're Satan, I'm not playing with you, I'm not joking with you, and there's nothing we can talk about. If you're coming at me because we joking, we humorous, we friends, it's content, that's one thing. But once you start coming at me in a manner that I know that's Satan, nah, I'm not dealing with you. All I got is God. I don't got nothing else, man. Shout out to Mom, Buddy, and Soul with the $5 drop. What did the 5 fingers? Say to the face. I only got God, man. If you coming at me in any way that makes me think that God is gonna be unhappy at me or not gonna deal with me, then you a dub. I don't know way to say that. I'm not judging you or nothing. I'm just saying I'm just not gonna deal with you. I probably like you. Come at me in any way that makes me think that I have to either go against God to go with you or this whatever. I'm just not dealing with you. You come at me in any way that makes me think that Satan is standing next to you, I'm not dealing with you. That's it. That's all. I'm not mad at you or nothing. And I don't care about the money I could have made. I don't care. I'm going to be clear on that. I don't care. It's of no concern. We're supposed to be here to magnify the Lord's word in every aspect of our life where it's possible. I don't know what you're doing, but I know what I'm trying to do. With that being said, we got 100 people in here. I really don't want to bounce. I would love to just keep the show going. So is there, what time we got? It's almost time for lunch. What y'all having for lunch? Put it in the chat. I want to know what everybody having for lunch today. What up, Roogie? What up, Roogie? You know that's not his name either, right? You know that's not his name either. I got an interview to do security for the Steelers today. BBN fan, please send good vibes. All of the vibes to freaking mind, body, and soul. We know that she's going to show up. She's going to do what the Lord intends for her. She's going to have the right energy. The Most High is going to show up. And if she's supposed to have this position, she will. And if she's supposed to have something better, she will have that also. Because sometimes what we want isn't half as good as what the Lord has planned for us. Don't never forget that. We be wanting shit, and it be crumbs compared to what the Lord has behind door number 1. That's a fact. Satan always shows up. These bums giving us... Oh, fuck. Hold on. Now I gotta... Why are you gonna do a dope-ass comment like that? Why are you gonna do a dope-ass comment like that right when I'm turning my phone on? Now I gotta turn my phone on so I can go read this motherfucker's comment. Rat bastard, you gotta make a new account. Yeah, God first, man. God first. God first. Always God first. There's an apostle that attempted suicide. You do know that, right? So every time you try to say somebody can't go to the Lord because they attempted suicide or because they were suicidal, you're literally lying. There was an apostle who attempted suicide and or was suicidal. You do know this, right? Oh, you don't know this because you don't read the Bible. You should try reading the Bible. You'll probably stop harassing people. You'll understand what you're actually doing to your soul. Should probably really read the Bible, for real, for real. I forgot which apostle it was. It was apostle. He was suicidal. Before Jesus came into his life. And there was another one, he was like a murderer before Jesus came into his life. And there was another one, he was like a grifter or a scammer before Jesus came into his life. There was a whore that was before Jesus. So you do know Jesus changes us and turns us into our perfect self, right? Or our better self, right? You do understand this, right? Find Jesus. Everybody out there that struggling with something, find your purpose. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what your theology or what your and I'm not trying to tell you to change religions. I'm saying find your purpose. That's all. Go find your purpose, man. I don't know what God intends for anybody, you know? And I'm not trying to tell you to believe in what I believe in. I'm saying go find your purpose. When you find your purpose, you're going to be out of everybody's way. If you're in somebody's way, then you're not in your purpose. Your purpose is not going to be in nobody's way. Your purpose is going to be for you. Find your purpose. There's people out there that need you to find their purpose because they can't find their purpose until you find yours. Because you're supposed to help them with their purpose. Find your purpose. Remember, we're all supposed to be servants of each other's. Never forget that part. That's the part that they try to get us to forget. We're supposed to be servants to one another. Everything that we do is supposed to magnify the Lord's name. Never forget these things. If I'm saying anything wrong, put it in the chat. Trolls is in here. If y'all want to go against God's word, put it in the chat. Condemn yourself. Come on, pull up. Y'all love condemning yourself and laughing. Condemn yourself. Matter of fact, don't condemn yourself. I don't want to encourage you to condemn yourself. Don't condemn yourself. But y'all love coming in here when I'm talking about the Lord and condemning yourself. I be really saying shit that the Lord is saying in the Bible, and you come in here and you question it, you condemning yourself. This is real shit. I know you don't understand it, but this is real shit. Yes, I spoke about how Biden, I already talked about how Biden has C-19. So you having Subway sandwiches? Fuck Subway. Them niggas just got in trouble because that ain't real tuna. You about to have a Roadhouse for lunch? Oh, You want to know what one of my favorite sandwiches is? It's they sell it at Linwich. It's the Thanksgiving sandwich. When they put the Thanksgiving turkey with the stuffing, with the cranberry on that bitch, and the gravy. Oh, yeah. This dude said I can't catch the show. I thought you couldn't catch the show. I keep trying to tell y'all. A lot of times I kick y'all out of here. I don't dislike you. I'm just kicking you because you disrupting the show. This nigga got kicked. This nigga texts me every fucking show. I keep telling y'all that. Just because I kick y'all, it don't mean I hate you. It don't mean just you disrupting the show. And that's the only way I could get the show going, so I got to kick you. There's tons of people I kick that DM me damn near every fucking day. And yes, some of them DM me through while the show's on. And I'm always saying just make a new account. And for whatever the reason is, they don't want to do it. So shout out to that shit. But they also do donations. So that means that when they text me during the show, I kind of a little obligated to look at what the fuck they talking about. First, I'm excited about this less than part-time position because I get to see all the games for free. Yeah, you said it was at Raiders something or other, right? Where you said it was at? Steelers. Yeah, what the fuck? Hell yeah, what are you talking about? I wasn't saying get the job for the money. What the hell? I used to do security at the shelter. There were days that I woke up and I couldn't wait to get to work. There was days it was time to go home and I'm sitting around like I don't even really want to go home. I ain't had nothing bad waiting for me at home. It's just it was, you know, I'm a fun coworker though. Like I'm a really fun coworker. Like I'm super silly. And I'm really good at my job also. So you don't even have to be good at your job if you're partnering with me. I'm dead serious. You don't even have to be. You know they tried to, I'm going to say this real quick. You know I turned down a supervisor position 3 fucking times? And the only reason why I accepted it, because some other assholes was trying to get me fired. So the only way I could not get fired was to accept the fucking position. This is a real fact. When I was working in Bellevue, they tried to give me the supervisor position 3 times. I kept denying that shit. And they were like, but it's a raise. And I'm like, but it's just a quarter more. And I'm going to have way more responsibility that I don't want. And I get to play pool all day. And then they're like, but you're not supposed to be playing pool. I'm like, well, you know. And so that's why they always figured I never took the position. But they offered it to me a million times. One time they even told me I forgot his name. But he was one of the supervisors there. He wasn't a main supervisor. He was like, you know, just a supervisor's not cool. He said, Joe, just take the thing. He said, when you want to shoot pool, just take your shirt off. He said, everybody know who you are. They're not going to be mad at you. Just take your shirt off whenever you want to play pool and take off your white shirt. Literally what the nigga told me. I was like, nah, I don't want to be a supervisor. I love that job. I ain't gonna lie to you. I love that job. I love almost all of my jobs because I go to a job and I make myself love it. So that's why I refuse to date somebody unless I like them for real. Because if I get into a relationship with you, the way I am is I am gonna like you if I don't like you in the beginning. You understand what I'm saying? Because by me spending time with you, by that alone, the way that my mind is and the way my energy is, I'm gonna build a bond with you, and I am gonna like feel building an affection for you. And that's why I don't never want to talk to or go around people I don't like. That's why once I stop liking you, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to go around you. I don't want to deal with you. Yeah, it was a 25 cents an hour raise. I can't do nothing about the live glitching. It was a $25 added to an hour raise, not 25 cents all alone. It was a 25 cents an hour raise. Like, nah, man, fuck that shit. I come to work and get paid to play pool for 4 to 5 hours a day. I go to lunch whenever I want to fucking go to lunch. If I want to go take a nap, I go take a nap. Every single person in the fucking building, I'm valuable to every individual that works in the building for one reason or another. People see me walking off of my post, just doing whatever I want to do. Nobody don't even ask me why I'm there. They just assume I'm doing work for somebody. Because they send me to go do random shit all the time. You get what I'm saying? So niggas knew I was the security guard that you just might see me anywhere in the building. And the only people that ever asked me what I was doing was my supervisors, and then I just, sometimes, I'm just walking around. I just walk around with them. I love that job. I swear I love that job. And I just be walking around with them. Like, I don't know, I just be somewhere I'm not supposed to be for whatever the reason is. But the only thing I used to hate was whenever somebody used to come to the building that, was like a dickhead, that was like high boss, that was a dickhead, they go hide me. Because they know I'm... I used to hate that. They go hide me. They go put me where nobody gonna see me at. They be like, just stay here today. Don't just stay here. We need Seabrooks. Just stay here. I love that job. I love that job. I love that job. That'll make such a good television. You don't understand how good television that job will make. That job will make such good television. You don't understand. I had a lot of adventures. That's why I don't like going outside. Because every time I go outside, I get into an adventure. So if I'm not really feeling adventurous, if I'm not feeling like getting into an adventure that day, I just don't. I stay inside. I'm just a magnet. I don't know what to tell you. I'm just a magnet. I don't know what to tell you, real talk, man. I'm just a magnet. It says I'm just a magnet. Sometimes it's dope. Sometimes it's mid. Sometimes it's like, what the fuck. But it's been dope a lot of times. That's why I said I just gotta have the right whenever I got my, I got the Lord's code on. It's usually when it's working well. That's usually when shit is going well. When I got the Lord's code on, that's usually when shit going well. When I go outside and I don't got the Lord's armor on, I don't got the Lord's protection, that's when shit goes sideways. When I got the Lord's armor on, that's when it's always a win. What up, Face the Facts Podcast? Is yo, what up, Frost? Chillin', my brother. How's you doing? Hope everything's going well over there with you. You should have me on your show sometime. You should also call up over here sometime. Real talk. But yo, like, you don't understand. You don't understand. Like, that job was just, I love that job. Like, you don't understand. I was never on post. I just did what I wanted. But I was good at my job. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I was really, 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 really good at my job. So I never got in trouble for nothing. Ever. Ever. I was really, really good at my job. Like, literally, when shit was going down, anything important was going down, no matter what supervisor was on duty, called specifically for me. Specifically. No matter what supervisor was on duty. If something was going down, they called specifically for me. That's a fact. Not because they call in because I'm a fight, but they call because and I see and I hear everything. And they call me because niggas fuck with me, man. The people that live in the shelter, they just fuck with me. Like, you don't understand. Like, I don't know. Like, y'all, I can't say I'm humble or not humble. You understand what I'm saying? But I can say I treat people with respect. Especially when they treating me with respect and when they treating themselves with respect. I treat people with respect like a motherfucker. I could say that. Whatever that is what I am. I ain't gonna stay here and tell you I'm the humblest person in the world. I'm not gonna stay here and tell you I'm the best person in the world, the greatest person, none of that. But I can say that, and that's a factual statement. That's a factual statement. No lies. Anybody got the time? What time is it? What we talking about? What y'all want to talk about? I'm ready to go. It's ready. It's time for lunch. It's really time for lunch. I think I'm gonna make some. See, I live alone. Like, that's another thing I hate about living alone. There be shit I want to make, but I know if I make it, I live by myself, and I don't know how to make one person portions. Like, I only know how to make 4 and 5 person portions. I don't know how to make one person portions. So I got the kids outside doing that. I got the kids outside doing that. Oh man. I'm gonna let y'all go. It's time to. It's got a shitload of things that I need to get to today. We're gonna try to get up some videos today. As always, we're doing promotion. If you want any, contact me. Link in the description if y'all would like to cop some merch. Our merch is lit. Go see if you like something. And this is not nothing about me getting money. Go look and see if you actually like something. Like, you might literally like something. There's nothing to do with me. You might literally like something. And you know, it'll be some clothes that you have that you don't have to worry about going somewhere and everybody else got the same fucking thing. Go stand out. Be an individual. That's what our brand is about. Being an individual. With that being said, we're going to get up out of here. I hope y'all enjoyed the conversation today. I did. Thank you very much to everybody that contributed. I'm just going to read some names off for the people that actually was dropping some comments that was contributing, or just some random names. Shout out to, let's just go all the way back to the highest I could go and start calling names out there. I'll go back all the way to the beginning. Shout out to that. Just call out some names, people that was participating. Shout out to Lola Against the World participating. Who else? Shout out to Sebastian Tompkins. Great comments. Mark Brown had a couple of few ones, and then I don't know what happened with him. Shout out to Troy D. Good comments. Shout out to Sebastian Tompkins. He was killing it today. Shout out to El Prez. Pretty good comments. Let's go. Who else had some good comments today? Troy D. I said his name already, right? He was killing it. Max Gunner said Free Max B. Free Max B. Who else had some good comments today? Once again, Sebastian Thompson's killing it. Troy D. killing it. JP thinking everything's funny. Let's see. Lisa Harris has some good comments. Island Girl, she usually has incredible comments. She hasn't really commented to that much today. I just want to say I appreciate you guys. Who else we got up in here? Lola, once again, great comments. Lisa Ray, once again. Artie D. Glass, great comments. What up, Ben Roman? How you doing? I don't think I said what's up today. Tori Mosley, good comments. You talk about the NBA too. No, you talking about NBA Youngboy. Good comments. Definitely appreciate you. Mind, Body, and Soul, killing it all day. Brooklyn 456. Not that many comments, but usually great comments. Definitely appreciate you. What up, BMF? Not that many comments today, but usually great comments. And Silver Fox Mills. I loving that name. I would like to see all of the Silvers in the Foxes. Who else we got up in here real quick? I just want to call out some of you guys' names. You guys are the best. What up, New York Transport? Not that many comments today, but that comment was lit. I see you only dropped one comment, but that was definitely on point. 2 comments. Definitely appreciate you. What up, Chalice Full of Kush? Who else we got up in here this morning? Smoking section was consistent with comments in here. I can tell you probably just at work, so you really couldn't get down too tough, but you did a good job. Lisa Harris, once again. Shout out to Streets Entertainment. Nice comments. My Body said, check your soul. She sent the drop. Appreciate the drop. Who else we got up in here real quick? My Body and Soul. Artie D. Glass once again. Shout out to Jamaica. Definitely. Rugi Hauser, salute to Rugi Hauser. He was up in here doing his thing as usual. Definitely appreciate you, my brother. Good comments. What up, Crown Heights kids? He said, Frost, keep doing your thing. Definitely appreciate you, my man. And Face the Facts podcast. Chalice full of Kush once again. Look, we gonna get up out of here. Everybody, just go do good in the world, man. I keep saying that. You notice. Meal prep, large meals, homemade frozen dinners. I'm gonna get on that. Mind, body, and soul. That BBN merch is fire. Boom! I'm trying to tell you. I'm gonna say something that's factual, and I know people are just gonna say, I promise you, if you buy BBN merch and you walk outside, everybody is staring at you. I promise you, you will be the center of attention. I promise you, this is no cap. I promise you. I promise you. If you have on BBN merch, you're gonna be the center of attention. Everywhere I go in any of my merch, all people do is stare at the fucking merch. I be feeling good about that shit. I be feeling good about that shit. They could just be thinking I'm handsome. I mean, it could be. I could just be getting stared at because I'm handsome. That could be it also. But I think it's the merch. Also, with that being said, like, comment, subscribe, join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bowmans. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I get on this one.